start recording. Okay, we got everyone here. Everyone up here. Welcome to my stream and pretty much a new layout.
Well,
Woohoo!
I was wondering why there was donuts here.
I was it's a bit it's a bit crowded, like cramped here, but it's actually just worth it for all the confusion and all that. But hey, at least everything goes as well. So you all.
I mean, push comes to shove, just make me just ahead.
So you want everyone just really
what? Well, I meant like DP as in like it's so crowded as in like sometimes you might not see others is what DP was going on about.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, push comes to shove, just make me ahead. Give someone else a better spotlight to be seen.
I'm basically just as sad as it is.
Yeah, headbutts.
Yeah.
But well, we're by the way, Vas, you need to
Share the game, yeah.
On Discord.
Ah!
Yeah, you played.
Yeah, there it is. Awesome. Watching now.
Come on, Discord.
Woo!
I'm gonna need to move soups over here because actually
Okay.
no I get just to like do
Oh,
yeah. That reminds me.
Hey,
I've made a new soups PNGtuber.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Just join
we
in.
all did. He
No,
looks awesome.
Don't
Yo,
worry.
Soups.
Oh, he does look awesome.
Yeah.
And it's weird not seeing his legs.
That. Well, anyways.
You say anything, Soups? I can't hear you.
I think he's deaf. I don't think he did. He's deaf.
Yeah, he's stepping.
Yeah, he's deaf.
Well, he had to go for somewhere. So, you ready for this
This train wreck to end?
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
9:46 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1.
Good morning, Mr. Wright.
Good morning, Maggie.
So, what do you think is going to happen today, sir? Yesterday's session didn't go well and ended on a giant mystery.
That's true.
Yeah, it was a really pointless one.
Yeah.
And we still haven't solved a single part of it yet. Are you okay, Nick? Huh? Oh, yeah, of course.
I saw that little flash of doubt in your eyes.
No, that wasn't doubt. That was determination. Sure.
Why do I believe you?
It's
You
nearly
see too
time,
many
Maggie.
tomato
You
epos.
better go to the defendant's seat.
Roger, don't let me down, Mr. Wright. I'm counting on you.
Don't give your hopes up.
Hey, pal.
Oh, hey, Detective Gumshoe.
Quit stressing Maggie out. She doesn't need that.
How did you know she was stressed?
I was watching you through the doorway.
Oh, that's...
But unfortunately, this game works on a fixed camera angle, so you couldn't really see me. Anyway, you look like you lost the case already. Show a bit of confidence, will you, pal? Here, maybe this will help.
I've been taking up aromatherapy too.
And then,
Please tell me no.
and no, Mike, DP, Detective Gumshoe whips these out.
Not in a million years, pal. Don't tell me you don't remember this thing. Hold on. I had a line to read.
Yeah, that's what he whips for Phoenix.
Oh, no. The ones I get are a lot more obscure, and for some odd reason, the label says they expired in 1970s.
Lovely.
Oh, so it's a Pillshire farm. Got it.
Come to think of it, that doesn't look like the one of those aromatherapy bottles.
No.
This is the small bottle that turned up in Tresbien's kitchen a couple of days ago. Remember?
Why, that might have been
Wow,
some...
look at all these little bottles. Oh yeah, they're aromatherapy bottles. He's got so many. My god, they're overflowing onto the floor. What? Hey, wait a minute. There's one bottle that's different from all the others. Well, what do you know? It doesn't even have a label either. And it doesn't smell. That's weird.
Oh, that must have been somebody's ear medication right there.
They finally got the analysis results back from the lab.
So, what is it? Is it the poison?
Afraid not, pal.
Drat.
It's medication.
Medication?
Yeah, for ears. Topical use only, apparently.
For ears? You mean...
Yeah, it's the medication Glenn Eld was using for his ruptured eardrum.
Glenn Eld's ear medicine doing in the kitchen? Small bottle refilled into the court record. The victim's ear medicine found covered in unidentified fingerprints in the kitchen.
That just sounds painful. A ruptured eardrum.
It is. What about the unidentified fingerprints? Anything on that?
Someone screwed up, so they only had time to analyze the contents of the bottle. Another hour, and they might have gotten something on the prints, but...
That's going to weaken its impact as a piece of evidence.
Okay, pal, this is it. Make sure your defense is impregnable today. Got it?
No, it's just like what gets me about this fast is that Nick, you have Detective Jumpshiro here. Just tell him go find out what the fingerprints are. Ugh.
I know that's
Yeah. Again, this is just another detail from this case that will forever bleed into the rest of the games.
I'm sorry.
No.
Just say, okay, Detective Gumshoe, can you go find out while I'm in trial? Sure thing, pal. That's all you
No,
got
we
to do.
can't do that. We have that Sierra lot to get inserted in here somewhere.
I'm gonna expose that guy for what he's done, or my name isn't Phoenix Wright.
Your name's Nick.
Which it isn't.
It's Phoenix wrong.
Nice.
No, it's
Okay,
Phoenix.
Phoenix
Right.
here.
Right.
My name
Phoenix
isn't Belvedere. Which it isn't.
January 8th, 10 a.m.,
Oh.
District Court, courtroom number 4.
It's Nickel.
Back.
And dime.
Look at this. All right. Vote is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Again with
Ready and waiting as always, Your Honor.
drink to that.
Good, and we'll get underway at once. Yesterday, we heard the testimony of Mr. Victor Kudo. Claims to have witnessed the defendant putting a powder into the victim's coffee. However, the witness's testimony was plagued with a number of problems.
I always set up. Was my fault.
The mark on the rim of the cup shows that the victim drank from it with his right hand. But according to the old man's testimony, he picked it up with his left hand.
Thank you, Mr. Kudo. Furthermore, according to the witness's account, the victim was listening to his radio with an earpiece in his left ear. Yep, the victim's left eardrum was ruptured, which made him effectively deaf in the ear. You kind of notice that he doesn't look like Glenn O in this picture. We don't know why.
It's amazing how many contradictions a single case can have. Nick.
Tell me about it.
That's the truth.
I mean,
Also,
we're all
let's-
able to speak in red, so...
Oh yeah, but by the way, I'm actually.
ladies and gentlemen, that Glenn grew some height and took on the roids for some reason.
Oh yeah, but by the way,
Okay.
I'm actually drinking water right now.
Oh, good.
Dude.
Too, I've got Mio strawberry watermelon flavoring in it.
Please, no.
Plain old water will do you good.
I'm washing down some old-fashioned root beer with some seltzer water.
Hey, Dad's old fashioned. Nice.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
I'm a IBC root beer myself.
Yeah.
Another good one.
Allow me to enlighten you, Your Honor.
Special guest.
The world, you see, keeps turning. And we must turn with it.
Yes, yeah.
Hmm? You ready, Mr. Godo?
Hold on. I think this Dasher, your mic is hot.
Okay. Well, probably I'm gonna mute Dasher until Dasher lets
yeah.
he's back.
Yeah, but it's probably important given the weather conditions in Louisiana.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, did you already read that line?
No. Don't let the mysteries of yesterday mystify you today.
Hey, I got that in my fortune
That
cookie today.
almost sounds like
Only
an ad.
losers think like that. You've got to change with the times. That's one of my rules.
Only losers do drugs. Are you implying that you've resolved these contradictions?
You know the answers to these riddles.
Oh wait, no, that's Judge.
The old guy wasn't just throwing seed in here. He was throwing us off the scent.
Yeah, again, not my fault.
I love how you sound
And
like such an innocent
today,
geezer.
I'll prove it.
I watched a good number of Popeye cartoons,
Same.
so I at least have a feel for them.
Let the first witness take the stand.
No, please don't be Hood. No.
Yeah,
We all knew this would happen.
all knew.
I told you.
We all knew.
Elimination,
Yeah.
folks. Process of elimination.
I'm sorry, Sturkio.
Yep.
And then everybody just leaves chat.
Yep.
Is
You know what?
And
Yeah.
say, is Dasher still Hot Monkey?
I don't know.
Oh well.
Okay, we were just making sure because you were in discussions, so yeah.
Okay, you're back.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Anyway,
Alright.
Oh,
And you are-
bonjour, everyone. I'm Jean Armstrong, the owner and chef of La Tres Beyond Restaurant in Chantal.
Enchanté.
Forgive me for asking, but are you a woman?
there.
Oh la, monsieur. As you can see, I am leopard and perky gentleman. No.
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 On the day of the incident, you were in Trebian's kitchen. Isn't that right?
With you, monsieur,
Huh?
everything feels right.
Yeah.
Oh, he loved that.
And then he loved that coffee more.
Wow, he's totally unfazed. Doesn't anything intimidate this guy?
Oh, but I'm sure it will.
Godot, no. The person voicing him, maybe.
Very well. Your testimony, please. Witness. Please tell the court what happened that day at Presbyterian. Oui, volontaires. At Presbyterian. When it all happened, there were just 2 customers in my restaurant. I remember I was experimenting with some new art deco that day. Like adding a large mirror between the tables, for example. Oui, perhaps is that what la old man was looking at. La cup, la fireplace, and la glacis. It would have seemed everything in reverse, no?
Mirror.
Oui, un grand mirror. La most enormous mirror.
My God, just looking at him.
Oh, hey, Gatsu.
And
Hey,
suddenly
there.
the mystery disappears. Like I said, the world keeps turning, so roll with it.
World keeps turning as it keeps on burning.
That would explain the coffee cup and the eardrum conundrum. The mirror would have made everything appear back to front.
It's way too early in the morning for this to be happening to me.
Well, too bad. You're already living it.
You begin your cross-examination.
All right, this is gonna be hysterical.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is terrible.
Oh boy.
Cool.
And who are the 2 customers exactly?
Guys, of course, the young man who died.
Yeah.
Not so young man.
At least called me old, you yeesh.
According to yesterday's witness, I presume.
What about the other man? Maggie says she saw at the table. Something tells me Mr. Armstrong isn't planning to disclose his existence.
Blind Dasher.
We need some hard evidence before we can bring him up, don't we?
I guess I'll just have to try a different approach for the time being.
Well, we can show the calendar because we know that he was supposed. Glenn was supposed to see Tigray. I mean, that's We know that there was supposed to be 2, but we don't know exactly where. Yeah.
Unfortunately, that won't be brought up until the next witness.
Yeah. Which is stupid because we know that he was going to see someone.
You were experimenting with art decor. How come I never heard about that before today?
You are not familiar with the language of interior design, mostly?
Oh my. Please stay on topic. Now, why didn't you tell me the court about this before?
I always watch HGTV. But
I love how organically that went in.
Yep. Excuse me, Mr. Armstrong. The deco you mentioned, are you referring to some sort of deculture?
Oh no, an art deco, it's a style of design, Your Honor. He's talking about the interior design, walls, ceilings, carpets, that kind of thing.
Deco? I thought you were talking about deco wafers, you know, like Necco wafers. Oh yes, of course, deco.
And the sad part is that this kind of IQ dropping is going to be common.
Yeah. I was trying to achieve a more feminine look for my restaurant. I was planning the most bold remodeling of la decor. The mirror, yeah, we need to find out about this mirror.
How big of a mirror are we talking about here?
Oh, something about 4 meters wide and about 2 meters high.
Let's see, if 1 meter is about 1 yard, holy glass in a frame, that's huge!
How much is that in American?
On the ceiling, eventually. Yeah, I've seen mirrored ceilings.
The ceiling? Was the mirror on the ceiling? I don't recall.
Mirrored ceilings in a restaurant, I think. No, but I decided not to go through with it at the end.
What should I do? Should I ask him more about the mirror or nah?
Yes,
Go for it.
If you really have such a large mirror in the restaurant...
Do not put the emphasis on harder.
No, I did not. Wait, did I?
No, it said press harder is what the
Yes.
The prompt.
If you really had such a
prompt.
If you really had such a large mirror in the restaurant, someone would have noticed it. There's nothing about it in the mirror in Mr. Kudo or Maggie Bird's testimonies.
But
You didn't ask right. You have only yourself to blame for such sloppy work.
Really? The didn't ask defense?
Uphold up.
That's what you're going with?
For such sloppy.
What?
Well timed.
A mirror was delivered to Tribune the day before the incident.
Really?
And Mr. Armstrong testified he was carrying out some design changes. And as it turned out, he didn't actually use the mirror in the end.
This doesn't add up at all, because it doesn't even matter. Even if the mirror was delivered to the Tribune, it doesn't prove that it was in the restaurant on the day of the crime.
well, Phoenix, you tried so hard and you got so far.
But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Yep.
If you want to doubt someone, Trite, look in the mirror. I'm sure the person looking back at you will be dubious enough.
God, I want to spoil so hard.
Yesterday had seen the victim reflected in a mirror.
I think we need to go...
Yes.
Alright. Let's see.
Having
Maybe-
a large meal between the tables.
Between the tables.
Yeah, so I think we need to present evidence, but like maybe the crime scene photo,
Floor plans.
floor plans, crime scene photo, one of those two things.
I would say the floor plans.
Be sure to check it.
Nope.
What about
I
this,
said-
Your Honor? I don't
I
see
said
the confusion here.
Be sure to check the image just to be certain it's the right one we're throwing out. So that's not going to say that there was a mirror.
All right, what
No,
about
when-
the crime scene photo?
Yeah, so let's try the crime scene photo.
There's
Yeah.
no mirror.
There's
Yeah,
no mirror.
there's no mirror here.
No.
Bruh.
One.
Oh, really?
Okay, so
It makes sense because we just showed like bullshit. There's no mirror between the tables.
Oh, like example. Okay, maybe this is here. Again,
Is
people.
that what old man was looking at? Maybe that old man, like perhaps what old man is looking at.
Oh, yeah.
Crime photo. Nope.
Okay, so maybe it's the one before the old man.
Look up the earpiece. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
for
Wait a minute.
example.
Wait. Go to look up the earpiece, all that, because he would have seen everything.
First.
Here, this is the one.
Okay.
Yeah, because remember, we have to prove that it was on the other side. What the fuck? It makes sense because like he's saying, "Oh, the mirror," but it's like so we can show the contradiction that there was no mirror. That's an asshole.
Bro, this is.
Hold on.
How about we go back to example? Again, I do remember that this is where the game gets a little bit BSy of like what exactly you're supposed to present.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on. I will give a clue to Vass about this, okay? So
Through telepathy?
No, but so we know that he's gonna be saying about, you know, the earpiece and all that stuff. You know, the mystery about Victor's testimony, right? Was there a mirror? You know, so we need to ask more about that final statement about the cup, the earpiece, etc.
Everything. You would have seen everything in reverse.
We.
Hey, Nick, we should take a sec and think about what OC said in his testimony.
Oh, crap. How did he phrase it again?
Dogs got loose.
The boy was wearing the earpiece in the same size as the green lens of his specs. No question about it. You can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt. And then he used the same cup, same hand to pick up the cup. His left hand.
If he saw everything he described reflected in the mirror, then everything he said has on the left was actually on the right. Huh?
That clears up all the problems with his testimony, I guess. Or does it?
No, it doesn't.
It does not.
It doesn't at all.
Kind of hard to believe everything is the fault of a mirror, but
Do you think the OC saw everything through a reflection?
if he did, it would explain all the contradictions in his testimony.
Well, that just makes the situation worse for Maggie! There's gotta be something in that old man's testimony. Just gotta dig deeper. I'll get the shovel.
So, when that happened, Vess, you mentioned that there must be something with it that's wrong. So, let's I'll put it this way: you need to you need to show Mr. Armstrong a certain person's profile.
Oh, right.
There you go.
Okay.
That's why, yeah, there was evidence.
Okay.
Do the stupid profile evidence.
Bruh, that was... Oh, God. That is... Okay.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
That is stupid.
Mm.
That is beyond
Mirror.
stupid.
Yeah,
Comes
and
up.
it's
Not over 9,000, I'll tell you that
I
much.
was
It is going to get as dumb as we keep progressing.
At least in later Ace Attorney games, they got a little toned down in difficulty.
Yeah, because I'll put it this way, DP. This is getting as about as silly and stupid as the movie Transylvania 6 5000.
I have played this game. I already am aware of this.
Okay.
Yeah, anyways. The coffee cup, the earpiece, and the HMD. Let's think back to Mr. Kudo's testimony for a second, shall we?
DP.
The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. I say in red. No question. You can lock me if I'm wrong, but it was his red left ear, without a doubt.
So to summarize, we were told both the HMD and the earpiece were on the victim's left side. Now, if Mr. Kudo saw all that as a reflection in a mirror, it means both the HMD and the earpiece were actually on the victim's right side.
Exactement. You see, Monza, now that you think about it, it's not so odd, no?
Nope. Unfortunately, that's where you run into a monumental contradiction with the facts, yo. If you, Mr. Kudo, really did see everything in a mirror, Why is it that the HMD is now on the wrong side of his head? I just, oh god, I just can't not look.
He was even perking out his butt. What the hell?
I'm just gonna say this right now, Sircon. It's best that you turn your brain off.
I know.
If the witness generally observed the victim reflected in a mirror, then we would have expected the victim's earpiece to have been over his red right eye.
As seen in this cheap edit.
Chip
Now
game
better.
Oi.
Right. You should have a taste of this bitterness. It'll calm you down in no time.
Are we talking about your coffee? Or something completely different?
Yes.
You don't understand the way the witness thinks.
How he thinks?
He doesn't think. That's the problem.
This, I presume.
They think in black and white with rubber hooves.
1963 physics.
I broke the vein. Sorry. Apology Mr. Kudo's sworn testimony.
Exactly. The old man has one very grievous habit. Other than throwing seeds. The more of an impression something makes, the more muddled his mind makes it. And what is the most striking thing about Mr. Elk?
Clearly, it's the victim's eyepiece.
And that's my point. The old man strikes again. Mr. Owl's HMD made a big impression on the old man. I saw the earpiece and those newfangled spectacles he was wearing. Oh yes, they were both on his left ear, you hear? His left ear. Yeah. Well, Trite.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. You mind repeating that all again?
That's the worst, but best impression of Kudo I have ever heard.
Wow, I really thought he was old CD for a minute there. That's good. An idiot, but good.
No, he's not an idiot. He's actually really smart.
But must remember that this first witness was irresponsibly rash in much of his statement.
Yeah, look, Nick. Looks like the boil of contradiction has found out it's just a rash. Ow. Why had to be a boil?
A mirror can't be beaten by a handful of seeds, nor can it lie.
Shattered by a
So,
sledgehammer.
what exactly was the old man looking at? Fill us in, Mr. Armstrong. Go on. Tell the court. We're all ears.
Yeah, I can explain. Please, if you will look at the plans of le restaurant.
The mirror.
Alors, is everyone sitting comfortably? La mirror, it was in the middle of the restaurant dividing the two halves. There is only one seat from which you could have seen an image of La Victime. That was the seat at the table next to La Victime's. That was where the old man was sitting. After the terrible incident occurred, I moved La mirror so it was not in the way. But naturally, I did not touch anything else. None.
Oh, that's a bold face, but
I've seen no problems with the explanation we have just heard. On the table next to the victims, Mr. Kudo could have seen the victim in the mirror. What a naughty little coquette. I am confusing all the men like this.
Don't worry about it. We can keep up, except for the guy breaking out in a cold sweat over there again.
I hate that guy.
You said you didn't touch anything else apart from the mirror? Are you quite sure about that? One does, of course. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, s'il vous plaît.
Oh no.
What do you mean?
That
oh,
was
no?
a nice, s'il vous plaît. That was nice. Yes, please.
What do you mean? Oh no.
Oh no, I was just being facetious, like
Just that,
like hearing.
the judge likes Armstrong, so of course, you know, the judge knows a little bit of French.
Oh no. Let's not pursue that, shall we?
Chris in the middle, only seat. So we should identify about this mirror and about the placements, because this is where the floor plans will come in handy.
Mm-hmm.
So, run this by me again. The mirror was here, correct? We? Really? We like Nintendo Wii? Because I know if I were you, I wouldn't be.
Wee Willy Winky.
I wouldn't have put a mirror there.
Like
It
Nintendo
would have been
Wii?
in the way.
We would like to play.
Who's talking, trite?
We even helped.
What?
You're obstructing my view, among other things.
But this is my seat in the courtroom.
Your seat's down in the corner.
Travian's charm is that it gives you the impression that you're the only customer. Temporarily placing the mirror in that spot would hardly be in the way.
I mean, last night we did go to a nice French restaurant called Last Stand in Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah.
But what they serve amazing burgers, which they call Royale with cheese.
Well, they're pretzel bun burgers. But yeah.
I know, but it's a Pulp Fiction joke, you know. What do they call a quarter pounder in France? Royale with cheese.
Yeah, let's keep going.
I tell you, monsieur, la mirror was there in the middle of the restaurant.
Wait, it just occurred. We need to present the crime scene photo here. This is where we present it.
Yeah.
Alright, before you do anything, Vas, let's look at those statements individually. So this is the first statement.
It was at the middle of the restaurant, dividing two halves. One seat from which you could have seen an image. Seat table next to the victims.
No, I think that's the one we have to present the crime scene photo.
Yeah, because he's saying, Armstrong's saying is that Kudo sat. Yeah.
Okay, so I was two steps ahead of the game.
Yeah.
This piece of evidence contradicts with the testimony of what we've heard, Your Honor.
The crime photo?
Yes. Oh. Yes. Yes, this photo clearly shows something that theoretically should not exist.
What on earth do you mean by that, Mr. White?
Should not exist. Huh. Sounds like you're describing yourself, Trey.
Burnmaster!
I've heard better.
Now then, the defense would please clarify its statement. Yeah, Edgeworth usually gets the better burns on Nick.
Okay,
what is that doesn't make sense?
The vase.
Yeah, it's not broken.
Yep. I think it's pretty obvious that this would be what it.
The vase.
I almost thought I
Simply this cause, the other cause.
What possible connection does that have with the witness's testimony? Oh my god, he said he broke a vase.
Your Honor, I'm telling you that there's.
I told you, he's slowly slipping in IQs.
I can tell. I'm telling you that there should have been no vase on this table. Because it very clearly contradicts with this piece of evidence.
The letter. Kudos letter.
The little haiku sheet.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I broke a vase.
There's one thing that was clearly demonstrated by yesterday's testimony. Mr. Kudo broke the vase that was on the table where he was sitting. And yet, as the court can see, there is an unbroken vase on the table next to the victim. Why? I ask. Because Mr. Kudo was not in fact sitting at the table next to the victim at all.
Right, you can swear. We're an 18+ stream.
Don't be an idiot, trite. That's impossible. That seat's the only one Kudo could have seen the victim's reflection from.
Exactly. There's only one conclusion we can draw from this contradiction. There was no mirror in the Tribulations that day. Your testimony, Mr. Armstrong, is an elaborate lie.
Mon Dieu!
Les gars. Don't try to
J'accuse.
confuse the courts, right? Obviously, the witness cleaned up the vase.
You're
While the
on.
police were taking their time getting to the crime scene.
No. Unfortunately, Mr. Godin, that doesn't quite work for me. Mr. Armstrong already testified to the contrary in his own words, like, I don't know how long ago. I did not touch anything. I did not touch anything else except the mirror.
You're gonna go Popeye for a second, weren't you?
Yes.
My witness, what do you have to say for yourself?
I was right. There was no mirror in the restaurant that day.
In light of this revelation, we return back to the original problem. Why did the victim have an earpiece in an ear in which he couldn't hear? Why has the victim now gotten steroids?
And a bad sunburn.
One shot in life. There's no turning back.
Okay, 8 Mile.
If you want to claim that mirror wasn't there, trite,
You better lose yourself.
then this problem is all yours. How do you explain what the old man saw?
If I can't answer this, then I'll be able to match him. I'll be able much closer to the truth. I can feel it.
Except we've all guessed this like 2 weeks ago.
Yep, pretty much.
Diggity Dasher.
Are you going to be okay? Can you really solve this contradiction, Nick?
Yeah, totally. There's more than just this one contradiction, Maya.
But just like
What do you mean?
Danganronpa, we're forced to have to do order of operations.
Well,
Yeah.
we need more truth bullets.
Remember what Maggie told us? Oh wow, he is beefy.
No, you see what I mean? How there's a difference? Oh my god.
Yeah, there it is.
And yet, none was done at the very beginning of this chapter.
There was another man at the victim's table. And there was a sample CD on the victim's table.
And a newspaper.
It all flies in the face of Mr. Kudo's testimony. And I think I know the reason why nothing in this case is adding up.
Somebody decided to make this
Well,
case
Mr.
up.
Bright, let's hear your answer.
Yes, Your Honor. The reason behind all these contradictions in Mr. Kudo's testimony is simple.
Made a
It
mistake.
is
Capcom's
Here,
fault.
doctor made us. The victim was a phony. Yeah, the victim was a phony.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah. The victim
wait,
was
before-
a phony.
The case is riddled with contradictions. Yet there is one very simple answer that clears them all up.
What is that?
The incident Mr. Kudo witnessed and the incident the victim experienced
Mm-hmm.
were two completely different events.
Ding, 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 ding. Whole fucking case.
Jesus.
Yes, the victim that Mr. Kudo saw wasn't Mr. Glenn Elg at all. It was an imposter, a phony, pretending to be Mr. Elg.
You're the only fake one around here, Nick.
You're not good enough to be my fake. Obviously, unlike the
That's a good
victim,
bird.
there was
Yeah, see,
nothing wrong with the imposter's life. Now I'm seeing it. He looks like he's on steroids.
Do you notice that not only the earpiece, he's got a headphone, like he's got a earphone in his thing too. So that's incorrect. And his hair looks different in the back.
Yeah, that is a good observation.
Yeah. And like I said,
his
he's
jaw.
beefy. Yeah, like he looks really freaking beefy. And he's got this red tan for some reason.
How do you know that's a red 10?
Who do you think Glenn was seeing that day? Tigre.
Okay.
Who else could it be? Not to mention, you know, it's also if we look at this picture here, what's missing? The CD.
Oh wow, that's a good
Yeah,
observation.
the CD's missing.
Alright,
Well, you know, what's missing is that Glenn Egg was also killed because Tigro Tannen there wanted the sports almanac for himself, so he could make Tigre Tannen World.
okay. Shall we continue then?
Yes, let's.
Great Scott.
This is heavy.
Obviously, unlike the victim, there was nothing wrong with the imposter's eardrum, left eardrum. That's how he ended up wearing the earpiece in his left ear by mistake.
Yeah, it seems weird, Sircon, but yeah, that's literally what we're going with.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Staged murder. Murder.
And they go, settle down or I'll clear the courtroom.
Please do.
Alright, Gramps, why don't you clear out of here, huh?
What did you just say?
Are you saying that?
I just like the cock in the shotgun after the judgment went. What do you say?
Do not upset this courtroom of the great door of the explorer, swiper.
Bitch, please, I'm awesome. Right. Are you saying that what Mr. Kudo saw was a setup?
Yes.
Yes.
Someone pretended to be Glen Elg and acted out the whole coffee fishing, coffee poisoning.
Yeah, fishing. Yeah, it's a fishing scheme.
All for the express purpose of creating a witness out of one Mr. Victor Kudo.
Oh, hey, look, a fish made out of sugar cubes.
Real trite. Why would anyone want to do that?
That is a good question. Isn't it obvious? The thing Mr. Kudo was most insistent about in his testimony was...
The DP.
Oh, hold on. The serving girl brought him a Java Kano, but she put something in it. It's the serving girl right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well.
This is absurd.
So hard to believe, but...
There's one, and only one reason to show Mr. Kudo this fake poisoning. It's to show Maggie Bird in the act of poisoning the coffee.
You know, you also notice, Vast, that's not Maggie there.
Yeah, I know.
It's not.
Are you insinuating that the waitress in the old man's story was a fake as well?
Exactly.
It's true that there were no other customers in the restaurant at the time, but...
Limo.
It's also true that the chef was there. He would have noticed what was happening.
But that's right. Well, witness, if your restaurant really was the scene of such theatrics, you would have known about it, correct?
Ooh la la. This is most difficult for me.
No, it's quite simple. All you have to do is testify you are under oath after all. Was there in fact a phony at the thespian that day? The defense demands that Mr. Armstrong tell the whole truth about what happened.
You can handle the truth.
The defense request for additional testimony is accepted. You will accurately explain in detail the events in the restaurant that day.
Oui.
Good.
La victim, Monsieur, he came to my restaurant alone. I remember the old man arrived not long after him. There were no other customers. New picture. When he got word, one la torre, my egg came very excited. It was approximately 5 minutes later that la poisoning incident occurred. No, there was no time for a pony to do la acting.
And now here's where we have to press for what time it was that he claims he heard it.
Just so we're clear,
Je vous demande pardon, forgive me, Your Honor. I lied because I wanted this mess to be cleared up quickly.
what you have just done is commit perjury, Mr. Armstrong. I will decide how to punish you later.
Oh,
Oui.
Oh
But
no.
first, I need to discuss with Steve and Blue about what to do about you. For now, we will hear your cross-examination. Mr. Wright, if you please.
He took that perjury charge a bit too well. I'm guessing he'll be in a more serious trouble after this cross-examination.
We just got a letter. We just got a letter.
That's right,
We
Blue.
just got a
We'll see
letter.
what we do with Mr.
Who
Armstrong.
it's from.
Okay. So we're
Harold in your house.
Okay, it's about the timing. You said 5 minutes, so go to the 5 minutes one.
approximately.
Yes, that one. Yes.
Okay.
What is the actual time? No. We'll
Let's press him on this.
Press them.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what it is? Remember, we know about that the lottery, the horse racing things every month. No, the lottery drawings Mondays. So remember about the timer, the lottery lottery info. Go back to your evidence. Go back to your evidence. No, go back to your evidence, Vass.
No, let's press. I'd say let's press him first. That'd be the safe option.
No, Vass, go to the. So, what time do they do the lottery drawings?
Okay, so.
It'll be the flyer.
Okay.
There we go.
1:30.
So, every 10 minutes of your life, Monday, 1:30 p.m. So, he would have had to have died at 1:35. So, we need to find out when. So, press first about what time. Yeah, but because we know, yeah.
And what were you doing at that point? Without any customers, you must have had time to kill.
I am a multi-talented woman, monsieur.
Sorry? What do you mean?
There is the renowned chef Jen Armstrong and the tragic poet Clarice Armstrong.
Don't tell me you pro.
Clarice? Hello, Clarice. I was writing a poem, an angry tale of a chef and $500,000 of debt. Cooking for a man who won $500,000 on the lottery. It is called Pourquoi. It means, why? Perhaps I could recite for la court.
No.
Please, don't.
Please don't. We don't want to hear it.
The one before that. Got word. Yeah, when he got word. So press about the when he got word.
Jesus.
Did you see him?
No, I was in the kitchen, but I heard him. I'm shouting, yes, $500,000
Presumably the defendant heard that too, then, correct?
My girl, she looked like a poor little frightened dog.
And what about Mr. Kudo?
The old man choked on some bird seeds that got stuck in his throat.
Seems we now have yet another incident on our hands.
Oh, God.
I'm trying to think here. I think we just need to present, like, evidence of...
Yeah,
I think we need to just present the flyer at this point.
Well, no, basically, I'll put it this way, that, I remember that old man arrived not too long. Yes. Again, we still don't know the time. We can't present anything yet, Circon, until it's time.
Okay, so I'm jumping the gun then.
Yeah.
By old man, you mean Victor Kudo, correct?
It comes often for my special coffee.
I drank your coffee once, Mr. Armstrong. And special, I'll give you that. That's worth a sip just for the experience.
Oh, you make me so happy, Monsieur. You're most welcome anytime. I thought he was gonna go full grumpy cat right there. That was Godot.
I said it was worth one sip and nothing more.
I tried your coffee once. It was terrible.
So, old Mr. Kudo arrived at the restaurant around the same time as the victim. Maybe I should ask him about his arrival in more detail.
Yes.
What time is it?
What time was it?
Out of curiosity, about what time was it when Mr. Kudo arrived?
Oh no, I cannot remember, Monsieur.
I believe we were told by a witness yesterday.
The crime was reported at 14:20. No, wait. 14:25 by a kind of scary old man, sir. Sounded sailor-like.
Your memory, witness?
The incident happened about 20 minutes after he arrived. So the victim must have arrived between 1400 and 1410.
Just after 2. Thank you for
your help in jogging my memory, Monsieur. You are wonderful.
I can't stay here all the time and do nothing now, can I? The time of day will be added to the witness's testimony.
There we go.
Okay, now
we present the flyer.
No.
Merci bien. That's French, isn't it?
No.
I'm glad at least one person is in a good mood.
Yeah, I like just Nick Jr. on all the time.
Nick, I am going to puke. I swear.
Alright, so now we set the lottery thing because we know that is false.
Yep.
Monsieur Hastings!
Achaka!
I got you, Mr. Armstrong.
We? What do you mean?
At the time in question, the victim was listening to the radio with his earpiece. The show he was listening to was Millionaire Radio. Each week they announced the winning numbers of $500,000 lottery ticket.
Oui, that must be la show Mon Elg was listening to. I can't see any problem with this testimony, Mr. Wright.
I wonder...
Hmm?
You say the victim arrived at your restaurant after 2 p.m., correct?
Oui, I am sure of it. I remember it perfectly now. I know it was that time because I had just finished serving la lunch menu.
Get to the point, Trite. If you have one.
That show is broadcast live at 1:30 p.m.
13:30.
It claims to be the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life.
It's on the air at 1:30?
Now, supposedly, the victim made some noise when it was announced that he had won. And yet, I don't believe his cry of joy could have occurred after 2 p.m. Ow! And because this show had already finished more than 30 minutes earlier by the point in time.
Oh no.
This victim we've been told about has done nothing but the impossible. Listening to the radio with a ruptured eardrum, catching a show that was already over. And there was only one conclusion you can draw from these facts.
Yeah,
this
see, look where the
victim was an
piece is
imposter
now.
acting out the poisoning 30 minutes after the real murder.
I'm rich, bitch!
Yes, there were 2 Glen Elves in Tresbian that day. The real Glen Eld, now dead, having been poisoned by the real killer. And the phony Glen Eld acting out the events of Mr. Kudo to witness.
Certainly seems that way. I mean, if that wasn't the case, how could you explain the time discrepancy?
Quite a performance, Trite. You're almost on a roll.
Ugh.
But sadly, you lack the rock-hard foundation of rhythm to build your song.
Where's your rock and roll?
Is this Music Theory 101?
Yes, it is.
Let's recap. According to your imaginative theory, it's now just after 2 p.m. The phony elk is performing a play for the benefit of Mr. Kudo. How do you explain, then, where the real Glen Elk is?
I don't believe I have to spell this out for the court. However, at that time the real Glen Eld was already dead.
That's certainly the obvious conclusion.
Thank you, Trite. That's exactly what I was hoping you'd say.
What?
Now, I presume you can prove this theory of yours?
Where's the body?
Can you explain where the missing corpse went to?
The missing corpse?
According to the old man's testimony, there was only one other customer there. If that customer was the phony Glen Elk, then where did the killer hide the body of the real victim?
Your Honor, I present Weekend at Bernie's, sir. The prosecution has a valid point, Mr. Wright.
No, they stuffed him in the microwave.
If your theory is to stand up to the examination by the court, you must provide us with proof by answering the prosecution's question. No, we went back to the security place and stuffed him in the safe. Why would the killer have
an animatronic. Yes, Your Honor.
He was in the safe.
No conjecture, Trite. Let's hear some facts for once. Show the court a piece of evidence that proves where the body was hidden.
Rondalite entered the scene and put the body in the safe.
Evidence?
The Dasher.
That's right. What's with the intense pressure in here all of a sudden?
Have you not been? Oh my god! I thought I had
No,
contradiction.
I'm sorry.
No worries. But he's turned it all around and backed me into a corner instead.
We see underneath the stand that Maya's actually playing on the Neo Geo Pocket.
The court will now hear the defense's theory and evidence. No, it's a Wonder Swan.
First, where was the body of the real Mr. L concealed? Because that's where all the Capcom games were on. Inside Tresbian.
That's a joke.
Yeah. It would have to be too dangerous to take the body outside. Obviously, the body must have been hidden somewhere inside Tresbian.
Interesting. Like a walk-in fridge. Where could a body have been hidden inside a restaurant? Perhaps you would care to show the court on these plans, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Here we go. Kitchen.
The exact location where the body was concealed is, allegedly,
Kitchen.
obviously the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
It has to be the kitchen.
And the cash register.
The body was hidden here.
I see.
Nice supposition. But the real question is, can you back it up? Where's the evidence that proves the body was hidden in that location?
Okay, let's find out. Floor plans, victim seat, died of potassium cyanide, photo taken... Nope, not that one. Coffee contained, $1 million, the apron, victim, Glenn's calendar, MC Bomber, millionaire, matches, used for ad lying in the tender lender, medical plans.
Clearly, it's the box of weenies.
No, wait.
It's monkeys.
I'm trying to think, maybe it's the, I'm trying to think here. Is the medication? Is it the medication? Because you'd also have to...
The medication!
Actually, yes. You are correct. I was thinking ahead on that one, too.
Mr. Armstrong, do you recognize this bottle?
No. I've never seen that ugly bottle before in my life. I only use the very best bottles, monsieur. The highest quality for me.
What was that bottle found, Mr. Wright?
Oh, well, I had to violate the Fourth Amendment for this, but interestingly enough, Your Honor, it was found in the kitchen of Tres Bien.
They will pretend that the constitutions do not exist in Ace Attorney world.
I use these bottles of my aromatherapy oils.
Yeah, but this bottle doesn't contain aromatherapy oil, Mr. Armstrong. No, it contains a medication.
What kind of medication?
I'm sure everyone remembers, don't they? Mr. Alec visited an I'm not even trying.
Otolaryngologist.
Otolaryngological clinic.
An ear doctor. He visited an ear doctor.
He visited an ear doctor and was given medication that day.
You can't be serious.
Oh, yeah, I am very serious. The defense has had the contents of this bottle analyzed, and I have the lab results here.
It is what's written in the text box.
The contents of the bottle match the prescription of what was given to Mr. L. Glenn L's murderer hid the body in the restaurant kitchen.
Off screen.
At which time, this bottle fell out of the victim's pocket. Mr. Armstrong, when the incident occurred, didn't you say that you were in the kitchen? Yes, you know what I'm talking about. What I'm about to say. It was you who hit the victim's body. You did a fine job pretending to defend my client, Maggie Bird. However, you were setting her up to take the fall behind the poor girl's back.
No! Order! This is an extraordinary development. Joe, did you murder Mr. Glenn?
Never. I could not do such a horrible thing.
Well, let's arrest him for being a poor chef.
Uh-oh, Godot's going nuclear. Nuclear launch detected. Mr. Godot.
Goodness. Every time I get lied to, I always down a mug of coffee.
Thanks, Joe.
That's one of my rules.
Do you have the slightest idea how many cups you've had by now?
Not 17 yet.
Too many. And I like to do the same to the person who lied to me.
Optic blast!
I like to take them down with my empty cup. Listen up, chef. How about a brand new flavor in your ear? My hate's deficient friend.
Je vous demande pardon. Please, you must hear me out. It is a trap. Listen to me, por favor. Yo habla español. Soy Dora Explorer. Mr. Armstrong and por favor is Spanish.
And now do you see why I called him a German guy?
I'm only going to ask you once. Did you do it?
None, absolutely none.
Let's hear it. You've got one shot, right, Gramps?
Madness! The court will permit you the chance to make one final statement. If you lie under oath again, Mr. Godot's coffee mug awaits you in your ear, as does my gavel on your head.
Oui, it is clear.
What do they always say in the movies? I've got a bad feeling about this.
I got a bad feeling about this, Doc. Very well, begin your final testimony, Mr. Armstrong.
The confession.
It is true. I had la body in la kitchen. A man forced me to do it. I had no choice. I had to go along with him because there was a reason why I could not refuse. But I did not so that you must believe me. Well, we know the reason. We know the reason, the contract.
The contract or...
Who? No, it's the contract.
Yeah,
how much money, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, we could either present the...
I'll be erased.
Let's try a different question then. When Mr. Allen died, was he really the only person at that table?
There was... There was another man.
Oh my.
Man, what a time to really wish that I had the Mario Party warp switching places sound effect.
I knew it.
What if he was telling the truth? I don't mind.
Master Right.
There's just one more thing I need to do. I gotta break this guy and tell him the name of the real killer.
I would just make sure you say Vast, but I do believe it's the contract when he says I couldn't because of reasons.
I think there's two. We can do either the contract, or we could just present Tigre's.
We have to bring him down first. Yeah, I think because there was a reason why I could not refuse. It'd be an offer you can't refuse.
I'm gonna give you an offer you can't refuse. Even though that's been said, right, Mr. Grease?
Right there.
You have $500,000 in debt, don't you?
$500,000. That's just true, Mr. Armstrong.
Did you not hear him say $500,000 for a while now? Oui, je sois de cela. I was weak and I borrowed the money.
This is Mr. Armstrong's Achilles heel. And that's why you couldn't refuse anything asked of you by this man. Now we present his face.
Tender lender.
$500,000 loan from the black market loan shark. And you had no way of paying it back, did you? That's why you were forced to do anything. This man told you.
Oui, it is as you say.
Dasher?
Oh, hang on. I'm here. Like, Mr. Armstrong, I swear.
Let's say, yeah, it told me it was going to use my restaurant for a business rendezvous. On the day in question, he was meeting la victim to demand that he repay his loan. I don't know why it happened like that. I just did what he told me to do. I had no choice. I carried la body and la inconscient Maggie out of la dining area and into the kitchen. After that, I just tried to forget what I had seen.
I think we can now safely say that the man who forced your hand was Mr. Firo Tigre. I don't know why. Wow, Wubsy.
El Tigre. Love the show.
I do have
Tiger
one
pie.
final question for you, Mr. Armstrong. Poison and the lottery ticket that were found in the defendant's apron pocket? Was that your doing as well?
None. I knew nothing about that. Making it look like it was Maggie who had done it, I was not. It's despicable.
Mr. Godot, you will summon this Vario Tigre as a witness. I doubt that can be arranged today, so we will adjourn for now. Proceedings will continue tomorrow.
30 minutes.
What?
The trial
your
will
pizza's
go
free.
on. I'll see to it myself.
Void the Noid.
I need half an hour to get that guy on the stand. Not a minute more.
How the hell did you...
Don't sit back and relax yet, trite. No one knows if that chef is really telling the truth or not. This trial could still go either way.
Very well. Your request is granted, Mr. Godot. We will resume once Mr. Tigre is ready to take the stand. Until then, court is adjourned for a 30-minute recess. Leave me alone, I'm watching Blue's Clues.
Also,
To
who
be
was
continued.
that gun?
That was me the entire time.
Hey, now.
How do you manage to do that? Or was it the sound?
I have the John Wayne commemorative 1911 air gun.
Nice.
Wow.
January
Wow.
1:21 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Supa, get ready.
Give me 2 seconds, I'll be right
So
back.
we've finally got to see the tiger on the island. Tiger on the stand. We almost got this case won now, Nick. Almost.
I wish I could agree.
Huh?
When I cross-examined Mr. Armstrong just now, he said he was just doing what the tiger told him to do. But Gouda picked up on it, remember?
Yeah, he did.
He pointed out that without proof, we don't know if what he testified is the truth.
You mean you think Mr. Armstrong was lying?
I don't know, but if that's the line the prosecution takes, we could be in some serious trouble, yo. I get the feeling that we don't have the case-making evidence we're going to need.
Damn it.
Hey, pal.
Oh no.
Detective Gumshoe.
Fingerprints.
What are you talking about, Dr. Detective? You're here standing on end.
Hey, that's the pot calling the kettle black, little Miss Top Knot.
Hey, it's not a top knot.
Oh, anyway, never mind about the hair. Just calm down, alright?
Never.
I can't stand when I don't have a job to do. I get kind of wound up.
Fingerprints.
Arr!
No kidding.
You gotta have me something to do. You need me to do, pal. Anything. I'll even go out and get you some tissues.
Wink,
Well,
wink.
Hey, I'll kind of just take a jog back down to the precinct and come back. I could get some prints analyzed for you if you've got an hour.
But you could have done that earlier. You.
Trial will be reconvened by then.
But Nick, we still don't have a really decisive piece of evidence, right?
True. Without some kind of trump card to pull out of the bag,
Oh
we're
my
really
god,
stuck.
it's like beating you in the head. Ear medication, ear medication.
Let's just get to the point.
You said you could get some fingerprint analysis done in an hour, right?
You bet.
In that case, would you mind checking the fingerprints on this for me?
Oh my god.
Dead Magatama.
No, Vas. Ear medication.
Your medication?
This is painful to watch.
Fingerprints.
This is so dumb.
If you're going back to the station anyway, could you find out whose prints are on this?
Are you?
Oh, hey! That small bottle I gave it back to you a week ago from this VAST stream, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. This is really
Who's
meta.
this fast you speak of?
Anyways, yeah, I think it's time we solve this last mystery of who the prince on it belongs to.
Sure thing, pal. Actually, that thing's been gnawing at me too. Well, not really, but the game won't progress unless we trigger this flag.
Oh my god.
But we know it belongs
Okay,
to
I'll get this off to the lab right away. Just make sure you don't lose the case before I get back.
We won't.
Get out of my way, assholes!
This
I
is
make
pretty much
no
the final
promises about
showdown,
me.
I guess.
It's time to
Final
separate
showdown.
the guys. But Nick, you're already a phony, so yeah. There's that.
All right,
Miss Phony.
It comes into the final countdown. January 8th, 1:56 p.m. I know, Vass.
This
Don't
is
convene. Mr. Godot, did you find this Furio Tigre? Chip.
I even tamed him for you. It was a 3-cup job. No problem.
Yeah,
Oh, the coffee beans.
Chip was holding the stool the entire time.
tamed him. The guy's name may be Furio Tigre or Tigre.
Tigre.
I don't know why. I'm. These last
Stressing
few
out.
days have been rough for me. But come on, dog. Like.
He's pretty lively. Be careful. He still bites.
Did he have his rabies shot? Otherwise, please show Mr. Tigre to the stand.
Oh no. Oh no.
Witness, please state your name again.
Or, remember, I don't do the roar because I don't want to wreck my throat.
No,
There, I
it's
did
just,
it.
Please,
Soup, whenever he does it, just,
please do not
just
make roaring sounds.
No, easy, Soup. Whenever he does that, just
It's
No,
so boring.
no,
Just
no.
do that.
No, I will not do an impression of your Discord kitten, Rallius.
Anyways,
Excuse you.
I'm gonna read my
I
line.
like chicken. I love liver.
Don't-
Meow, bitch, meow,
Shut
bitch,
up!
please
Don't-
do.
Shut!
Let's
Shut up!
calm down. Let's calm
Okay,
down.
let's all calm down a bit.
Please.
Don't hide under the table, Maya. Unless there's room for me down there too.
Nope.
Super.
Super.
What you say to me?
Nothing. I'm nothing honest.
I guess that the fear would have induced a Brooklyn accent in that judge.
I'm doing nothing.
I got business to take care of, you hear me? So who the hell called me into this hole? Was it you, Spiky?
I'm gonna have to counter for every growl.
No,
because
of
this
course
is
not.
gonna-
It was the judge.
Damn.
Your Honor.
Hiding under his table, isn't he?
Oh dear, I seem to have dropped my pen. Where on earth is it? Help me out, Dora. Don't mind me, just carry on with the proceedings as normal.
We're doomed.
Very doomed.
Maybe you didn't hear me. I said, who the hell was it that called me in here?
There's no need to shout. We can all hear you.
What'd you say?
There's no point in struggling. You're caught in a snare. The relentless snare of the law. And I'm the one that hauls you in.
Ugh.
Circle?
Why?
Derp, my apologies. Too cool.
Did the better of you make.
Let's start with the basics. You know about the incident in question, correct?
Incident? I don't know nothing about no stinking incident, Mask Boy.
You mean you didn't attend the previous trial of Maggie Bird?
Maggie who? I've got more important things to do than watch courtroom dramas.
Of course, well, perhaps you could give us your testimony then? Please tell us about what you did on the day of the murder.
Fact, he's under the table.
Phoenix Wright! You's the one who set this up, didn't you? You's gonna regret the day you ruffled the tiger's fur. You hear what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I should have brought a diaper with me today.
No.
Or brown pants.
Depends.
Nick. Says the one who's hiding under the table.
The tiger's out.
Tiger's alibi.
I don't
Be
know
right back,
nothing
guys.
about
Gotta go to the
no murder.
restroom.
I was tied up with business in December last year. Spent all of my time in my office. I got whales lined up to borrow Crash from Tenderland every single day. You guys want to check my alibi? Just ask Violetta.
It's not a great testimony. Ah, at last I found my pen. Very well done, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination up. What is it? Please, witness, if you could refrain from shouting out like that.
I know the kind of games that guy in the blue plays.
Silver
That
Samurai.
lowlife ain't no lawyer. He just punches away at stupid details till he wins.
Lowlife? Me?
Listen up, smarty. Every time you ask me something that doesn't relate to this case, I'm gonna bill you $50,000, and you's gonna borrow the cash from me.
That's one loan contract I refuse to
And don't think it ain't gonna hurt when you tangle with the tiger.
Yeah, can't remember.
So basically, Vass, do not press on statements that have nothing to do with it.
I love a good detective's boy.
That's a really odd.
As witnesses, how can I put it? A hungry tiger roaming the urban jungle. Get on his bad side and I'll bite everyone's heads off. Yours too.
Very well. No choice but to impose a penalty system here, Mr. Wright.
You's better be listening. I said I got business to take care of. Big business. But don't split now, I ain't gonna catch my bus.
The court will impose a penalty for any irrelevant pressing of witness testimony. Keep that in mind as you begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Why me?
Yes. You okay, Dash?
You can do it, Nick. I'm just saying, why him?
I don't know. It's just this is the case, and this is really dumb. Come out from under there already, would you, Maya?
Honestly,
No!
honestly,
He scares me!
I really hate that villain so much.
Yes, so
terrible.
you can't press on stupid statements.
So we have to think really long and hard.
We don't want to think.
I will say this just to help you with a little tidbit, Vass. Essentially every single time it's not gonna be about like a it's not gonna be like oh you actually overreal. No, it's just you lose 1/5 of your health. So that's the reason why. The only thing that I would say is something about the fact that he keeps saying he was tied up in business. Yeah.
You know,
because remember we have the calendar, but we should definitely press on him first about that.
Oh, press on him.
Yes, we have to be
very careful. On him. You're gonna
careful.
make me risk at half a point.
Yes, but remember, we can't present the calendar just yet.
Yeah.
What was the important thing? What was important? Because we have the evidence, but we have to spell it out to him. All right, so press.
This is we just have to be careful.
Yeah, I was tied up for business. What business were you?
Are you sure about that? We were talking about 1 month ago, you know.
See these teeth? That's how sharp my secretary is.
Sharp? Is he talking about Viola?
Cadaverini?
She writes everything in my scheduler. December, mainly in the office. That's what it says. So that's where I was.
That seems like a rather, sketchy schedule.
There he goes again. What the tiger did all December isn't the issue. What's important is what was he doing on the day of the murder. So now what? Press harder.
Do I really?
For this instance,
what do you want?
If you wouldn't mind going in a bit more detail.
This is a dead-end trait, and you know it. Remember the rules.
And so do I.
No, it's essential that we establish the witness's alibi accurately.
I agree.
The victim was killed on December 3rd. Were you in the office that day too?
Maybe yous ain't listening. Course I was. I never set foot outside.
Wrong.
I had meetings all day with a bunch of cats wanting to do business with me. I ain't never seen that young kid before.
I do believe the witness's last statement was important. Mr. Godot, if you could please...
Mr. Tigre, the court asks you to add that last
This is why
statement
we had to do that fast, so we can present the calendar.
Look, don't let an animal beat you. Be a man, Your Honor, and ask him yourself.
Again, any other detail we would have pressed on would have cost us help. Because this was important.
I'll take Blackpool any day over Tigray, and Blackpool is my favorite prosecutor.
I know. Supa, can you say this line? No, back. The one that says, yeah.
The day you was talking about, I was in the office too. I never saw that kid before.
Present calendar.
Yep.
Horse calendar. Yep. Bullshit.
Mr. Tigray, you claimed you didn't know Mr. Glen Elg. But it appears that Mr. Elg knew you.
What?
Mr. Elg left his little note on his calendar. Meet with the tiger. And the date, December 3rd.
December 3rd? That's the day of the murder.
So, Mr. Tigray, I submit that you did indeed know one Mr. Glen Elg. Because of the very day of the incident, you met with him.
I won't lie, I like his suit.
Oh, you go.
Oh yeah, it is nice.
Not bad. He was actually not bad.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's just Phoenix's suit.
I was just messing with yous to see how good you were.
Did you hear that, Nick? He said you're not bad.
It's one compliment I can do without. Plus, he's lying through his teeth.
Witness, please remember that you're under oath. Lies will not be tolerated.
You's calling me a liar. Is that what you're doing?
I'm calling you a liar. Ruh-roh, Shaggy!
Is that what's true?
Well, I certainly ain't calling you a truther.
So you're saying that your claim to have never seen that kid before is the truth?
I said I'm dead serious. You's better believe that's the truth.
You know what? I'll take many whip cracks any day over his stupid growls.
Oh, Francesca was great. Everyone loved Francesca.
And
Yeah,
I'd
so does
say
the
that
internet.
gives me time to enjoy another cup of pure black magic.
Here he goes.
Thanks, Chip.
You're welcome.
That is, why don't you testify for the court again, Mr. T-Ray?
Oh yes, would you mind indulging the court witness?
He never actually met the victim. That's got to be the lie right there. That's how I nailed this guy.
Ew. No.
In the head.
The victim, Glen Elg.
I ain't no liar. I never met Glen Elk.
Oh my god.
There was some lame guy with that name, though. Wanted to borrow cash from me.
Uh-huh.
I set up a meeting with the guy at my office, Tinderlender. I waited around for him, but he ain't ever showed. I ain't ever even been to that Trisbian joint, you see?
Oh my god.
Vix, that was purely coincidental. Well, I tried to like draw like I tried to draw Soup's eyes as like in.
Oh, Soup's eyeliner.
I
don't actually have eyeliner. That's just for a pattern.
Yeah, raccoon. Yeah, Soup's a raccoon. You're a raccoon, right, Soup?
Tanuki.
Raccoon dog,
Tanuki.
Tanuki. So I actually have like the whole quote unquote bandit mask thing.
Wow, you did a good job on the mouth movement, Vass. That's a great job.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, but he's fucking pretty. Thanks, Vix.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for the compliment.
Gotta love hard facts.
I see. That all seems perfectly logical, Dr. Spock. You had arranged to meet up with the victim, but he didn't show up. Mr. Godot.
Fine.
I've heard it's pretty hard to keep appointments when you're dead.
Very well. You begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Didn't I tell you I got a big deal going down today? I ain't gonna make my bus now. I'm gonna have to take the express train. That bill's going straight to you, right?
And he roared. All right, Vass. We know the fact that he had business at Trez. Nope. Okay, so we know that. Nope. It's the last. Yeah, I ain't ever been. That is bullshit.
Whoops.
No, because remember, we know that he has it, and it's bullshit. But there's an item that you got from remember from Tender that we found in the office that would help in this situation. Something that might start a fire.
Ooh.
Something that
matches. The matches.
I've never been to Tresbian. Found him in your office, bitch.
Mr. T. Grape, is there something you'd like to that is funny. Is something you'd like to tell the court about these matches?
Matches? What are you talking about?
We found them in your office at Tender Lender. They're from that restaurant.
What?
Menu?
If you've really never been to that Tres Bien before, what was the book of the restaurant's matches doing on your desk?
You've been snooping around my stuff now too, wise guy.
Yeah, wise guy.
What are you, my ball and chain? Ain't no broad controlling me.
I would beg to differ. Well, what matters? I think it's time you started telling us the truth, don't you? I'm terribly sorry, forgive me. Zoinks!
I ain't no pussycat. I don't go back on what I said. But, okay, I was at the joint that day. I was motioning around while voice acting and I hit my freaking desk. Ow!
You okay, man? You okay?
I went my knuckle right up against the metal part of it.
Ow! You were trying to get into
character, yeah.
Holding your shirt, yeah. Holding your shirt.
I do a similar thing actually. Like whenever Phoenix, like when it comes to Phoenix, I feel you, man. When Phoenix leans onto the table, I lean on the table myself, and then
but you do the hand slap, like that.
Yes.
They do the desk slam, yeah.
I don't do the desk slam because you guys would hear it, but like,
yeah.
Anyways, let's keep going.
Listen to it, alright?
Because that's a much better one.
I might have been there, but I still never met that kid.
Oh god, this guy. Let me tell you about this guy.
Well.
Yeah, sit back.
This guy is unfucking believable.
Looks like an order just came in for another testimony.
God damn it.
I'm this close to proving it was him. He did meet Glenn that day. And he did put poison in his coffee. He must have...
Yes, we know how we did it. Why is it?
I was supposed to meet with the kid at the restaurant that afternoon. When I opened the door to the joint, I saw one ugly scene. The guy was laid out over the table, stiff as concrete. I figured if the place wasn't hot already, it was gonna be, so I split. I heard the cop sirens on my way out, and I went straight back to my office.
Oh, did you now?
I see. You didn't actually meet with him in the end, then? Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hold it! But wait around here any longer, I ain't even gonna make the normal express! No more stupid questions.
God, not again.
No problem. Anytime Trait presses you on something irrelevant, LCE pays a penalty.
Oh,
Screw you, Dada.
It's my job.
Your job is to slam that little hammer of yours and call a guilty verdict. So do it.
These are safety tools from Bob the Builder, okay? Yes, sir.
The Special Express ain't cheap, right? Just so you know, since he was paying.
Oh man, this doesn't the rule of law mean anything around here? No.
Kangaroo court.
This is literally the most playground-esque I've seen this court
you know what,
ever.
Super? This is Captain Kangaroo Court.
This is something.
Vass,
Oh my god, it needs to stop.
that third statement seems very suspicious. We might need to see some plans about that.
The guy was laying.
Where he was sitting.
No, let's not.
Yeah, the guy was laid out over. Yeah. How does he know? Yeah. Yeah, no, it's the plans. No, floor plans.
Oh, okay, I guess you're right. You're something of a loan collecting pro, aren't you, Mr. T. Gray?
No one escapes the tiger's clutches.
Well, I'm something of a lie detecting pro myself.
Mr. T. Gray, were you in the band Kiss with Gene Simmons?
And no one escapes the Phoenix's clutches.
That sounds pretty fucking cringe.
Nick, you're a Phoenix. You shouldn't have clutches. You should have claws.
I think it's time we get something straight.
I mean, a bird can clutch something
with the talons.
With talons,
right? A new line of irrelevant questioning.
Oh boy.
These are the floor plans of the crime scene.
Okay, get ready, Vass. You're gonna have to do spot where the killer was.
You say you were standing at the entrance of Mr. T. Gray. Here, Mr. T. Gray. From there, your field of vision would have covered an area something like this.
Indeed, the witness would have had a clear view of the victim's seat, or the cash register.
Isn't that what I just said? I saw the back of the kid's head. Oop.
Unless you have X-ray vision.
Unfortunately for you, that is not possible. If the coroner would think back, you'll remember that between each of the tables...
There's a mirror!
There's a tall partition.
Yeah. Why, that's true!
Now look at the plans again. The truth is painfully obvious. From the crap, my bag is itchy. From the entrance, the field vision of any customer walking in ends here.
Oh!
Now you're sweating.
So from the entrance of the Tribulations, you couldn't have seen the victim's seat. But you did see the victim that day because you met with him.
Wrong. Have you forgotten the old man's testimony yesterday?
Oh my god, back to
Not
this.
old Popeye.
The victim was alone at his table.
Yes.
That was only when they were doing the shit up there.
But the defense just proved the point to be moot. Like, yeah, like less than 30 minutes, like over 30 minutes ago. The victim witnessed by Mr. Kudo was not Glenn Elg, but a fake.
Faker.
You've forgotten already?
Seems his visor's cutting blood circulation.
In order to have Mr. Kudo falsely testify, the real killer posed as the victim the real killer posed as the victim he had just killed and acted out a charade.
Yeah, see, that's Phoenix Wright's suit right there.
I thought that was pronounced charade.
I mean, charade, tomato.
This trial has gone on long enough without the obvious question being answered. Who exactly was the real killer? Who impersonated the victim? Huh, OJ? You said the killer murdered Glenn Elg. And then imprisoned his victim in a performance for Victor Kudo. In that case, Mr. Wright, reveal the identity of this criminal to the court.
Gee.
It's the Puma.
No, it's Cadaverini. It's gotta be the old man.
So,
Old man
It's
Cavarini.
Tigray.
It's Tigray.
Yeah.
Actually, the killer's Fury Tigray. No one else could have done it.
Oh my god! What? Well, witness, what do you stand about this?
Now that's cute. You think you can pin this on the tiger? Maybe you don't understand. The tiger is king of the jungle. So I dare you to say it again. Come on. You got the guts.
If that's a lion is the king of the jungle there? You me, Mr. Tigray. It's the defense. Go ahead and tell the witness, Mr. Wright, the lion is the king of the jungle. That's right.
Sounds to me like it must be you, old man. You've got guts, I'll give you that.
I can handle this alone. Blue, Dora, help me out here.
Perhaps I can end this embarrassment.
Mr. Kudo. Muy bien.
Let's just go back over Mr. Kudo's state testimony one more time.
No.
We have to.
Can we not? Just the victim. Oh, no.
Yes, Vix, that's true. He is like Agent
Serving
47.
girl brought him a Javanacano, but she put something in it. There's no question about it. She she very conspicuously put on the waitress's outfit and put in some sugar to make it seem like she was poisoning the cop. Like, I'm not going to pretend anymore. we all know.
He saw the real victim or not, that doesn't matter. The fact remains, he saw the accused put the poison into the coffee.
That's it. What?
Present, Mr. Godot. Waiting for my absence to launch your attack.
Field.
So why did you do that?
I faded into existence.
Right.
No, he had to find his pin.
It was in my pocket.
He had to get his attorney badge.
But anyway, Mr. Kudo witnessed two people that day. He saw the victim, the supposed Mr. Glenn Elg, and the waitress from behind.
Yes, your point, Mr. Wright.
I think the conclusion is obvious. If this Glenn Elg was really the killer in disguise, then surely it's possible the waitress was also part of the show.
Yes. What? You mean
Yes.
the imposter as well?
Yeah, you.
No.
We already emphasized that. Oh.
The defendant, Miss Bird, fell unconscious immediately after the incident.
Mr. Armstrong carried her to the kitchen.
And someone used her fainting to hatch an elaborate plan to pin the murder on her.
Who on earth was it? Who was this waitress that Mr. Kudo witnessed?
Oh no, Your Honor, I don't know.
Mr. Armstrong? Who is this woman?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Silk is actually quite stretchy.
Her name is Viola Cadaverini. Cadaverini.
Yeah.
Cadaverini.
Yeah, you go.
She's an employee of Tenderlender. Employee of Tenderlender.
You's making a big mistake. Do you know who Violator's grandfather is?
Yeah.
You better be going home in an armored truck tonight if you know what I mean.
Bruto.
Yeah.
Stop shaking, Nick.
Where was I? Yes, the defendant, Miss Bird, has stated the following.
Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table, it was true that there was another customer in the restaurant. She was sort of creepy, and she had this kind of cackling laugh.
Ugh.
There are just too many contradictions in this case.
And too many dumb lines.
The second man at the victim's table was who nobody but Miss Bird seems to have seen.
And the CD.
The earpiece worn by the victim in his left ear when that eardrum was ruptured. And the radio show he was supposedly listening to half an hour after it was over. My God.
Two different Glens.
There is only one logical explanation that clears up all these contradictions. The whole incident took place twice, once for real and once for show.
Didn't that happen in Yakuza 4?
I think so. And Mr. Fear Tigre, the only person who could have committed the crime,
It's a spoilers there, Runkle.
I know, I'm just saying.
is you.
Dum dum dum.
Witness, what have you got to say for yourself?
That's cute.
Sorry?
You's alright. I could do with a guy like you around.
What do you mean?
Okay, I'm in on this game. I'm gonna have to charter a jet to get me to my meeting now, but I'm gonna give yous one more thing to think about before I go.
Something to think about.
Yous got it all wrapped up nice, alright. But yous missed out one real important thing.
That can't be.
I was in the joint that day, and I met that kid too.
Oh my God.
But I couldn't have poisoned him, you see?
What? Do you really expect us to believe you now, Mr. Tigre?
What a troublemaker.
Troublemaker?
You always were a kidder, Tigre.
Looks like we're gonna need another one for the road.
Thanks, Chip.
One more steaming cup of hot testimony.
Dude,
Vix is
when
asking
you
if we're
will
on cup
explain
18.
yourself
To the court. I will give you one more chance to testify. To testify.
Testimony? Really?
What happened the day at Tresbian between yourself and the victim? Testify away. Ties to the victim.
Yeah, I loaned out cash. About $100,000.
Mm-hmm.
That day, we was due to have a little chat. Getting his payback date, see? So anyway, he told me he's got no way to pay up. I'm about to flatten the guy when he starts screaming. Yes, I won! $500,000. He got lucky, you know, real lucky. That waitress hadn't done what she done, everything would have been over.
No. I see that the principal amount you loaned to Mr. Elg was $50,000.
Yeah, well, you've got the VIG to take into account. Interest builds up fast, you know?
That's faster than fast. $100,000 is twice his principal.
And the repayment deadline was December 3rd, the day of the incident in question.
Yeah, he was one lucky kid. He got that $500,000 just in time. So I ain't have no reason to kill the kid. If I ain't got no motive, you ain't got no case.
His motive. He has to have one, but what is it? Gee, I wonder what it is.
I wonder what it is.
Yeah, I wonder.
Well, I will say, Vass, it seems as though he kind of out of himself saying, well, if it wasn't for that meddling waitress.
Yeah, literally.
He spilled, he said, well, if it wasn't for that meddling waitress. Press.
You want me to press?
Yeah,
Yes.
because he went full Scooby-Doo villain here. If it wasn't for that waitress.
The waitress, you mean...
Go with the glasses in the defendant's chair. Who else could I mean? Jen got in the way, things would have been bada bing, bada boom, over and done with.
Capiche?
Maybe I should push a little on
Capiche.
this.
Ask about
Yes,
what
you
he
did.
Ask how things would have been.
Which one should I pick?
So,
Second one.
well, hold
Second
on.
one.
So we want to say was like he says, how things would have been. What are you talking about? If things would have gone his way. Yeah. What you talking about?
What do you mean things would have been over and done with? Bada bing, bada boom.
Use all that what? I'm talking about the cash.
Dinero.
He's there to get my $100,000 back. That's all. I'm a businessman.
I mean, I love the actor, but
It was all coming together before the waitress got in the way.
As far as I could tell from the witness's testimony, other than recouping his loan, Mr. Tigre had no motive for killing the victim. Witness, you will amend your testimony to reflect what you just said.
The tiger's motive, huh?
Okay. Well, so
I couldn't agree more, Fix.
okay, so
yep.
have no is he? Oh, yes, he does. Remember, there seems to be something missing when we're looking at those pictures. Nope, not the sports paper. Nope, not that.
Ear medicine?
Nope, not that. Remember, what was next to, no, what was next to Glenn Elg? Yeah, what was next to Glenn Elg? Yep, MC Bomber. MC Bomber.
This?
Yeah, MC Bomber.
So you just intended to get back the $100,000 Mr. Elg owed you, correct?
We knew he was a programmer.
I loaned the guy the cash. That's my right. Right?
Unfortunately for Mr. Elg, I don't believe the $100,000 is what you were really after.
That computer virus.
What are you getting at, Trite? What else would a moneylender be after other than money?
Why, a reasonable money substitute.
Oh, the moneylender wasn't after the money, but money in total in a different league. The kind of money that a single disc like this would fetch.
Tigre was a future thinker. He was knowing what the trends were going forward.
Yep.
What is that?
A computer virus, Your Honor.
Ransomware.
A virus called MC Bomber. That sounds like a rap name.
Yeah, it's like MC Chris.
Really?
Computer virus? What is that? One of those.
Or MC Hammer.
Oh, wow.
Da, 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 da.
A computer virus is a program that wreaks havoc on the insides of a computer, Your Honor.
A computer? What does one of those do?
Oh,
Is he serious?
Yep. Immediately
Oh my God.
picks up Brolius. This is a computer.
This is just a cardboard box. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Oh my god.
Imagine he just starts hammering the computer.
boomers! What are you gonna do?
No,
I
he
guess
just
the beard.
like in
I guess the
Parks
beard
and
isn't the only part of his honor that is from the Stone Age.
His
I'll
brain
explain it to you
struck me
later,
as-
Your Honor. Right now, this is the important point. A virus like MC Bomber would be worth several $1 million on the black market.
Several $1 million?
Lending money with no hope of ever seeing repayment would normally be bad for business. But in this case, the very fact that Glenn Ellick had no way to repay the money is crucial.
What?
Glenn Ellick was a programmer, a highly skilled programmer at that. That skill was the collateral Mr. Ellick put up in order to borrow the money.
There you go.
You're trying to suggest the witness's motive was to get hold of that program.
I hope you guys like
Yes.
that, Mike. There's
Exactly.
the Rally.
100%. 1,000%. He had to kill him now.
Witness may have poor fashion sense, but he is by no means an idiot, Trite.
Hey, you ain't exactly an Adonis yourself.
Yeah, fuck you too.
I have
Man like
replied to
him
no,
could
Mike.
get his hands on $1 million without resorting to murder.
Of course he could, provided that he had time. But what if he had needed the money right then? When the pressure is on, the luxury of choice tends to disappear.
Like for hospital bills?
Mhm.
It seems you have a logical conclusion for this story, Mr. Wright. Would you care to share it with us? Why did Mr. Tigre needed money to the tune of $1 million? Hospital bill.
In the summer of last year, you found yourself in a need of a huge amount of money.
Loads of money.
About 6 months ago, you were involved in a traffic accident, weren't you? An accident involving a car and a scooter in which a young woman was injured. She was taken to the hospital where she underwent a surgery.
How much of this do you know?
These medical papers document the treatment of the young woman in question. According to these, her operation cost was $1 million.
$1 million?
American healthcare for you. And yet, when the payment was due last month, you somehow managed to pay it in full.
$1 million? A preposterous sum. Someone should sue those HMOs.
I agree.
No one would pay a bill like that. If the Medical Association got wind of it, the hospital would end up as dead as a morgue.
Anyway, but Mr. Tigre had no choice but to pay, because his very life depended on it.
Please don't do that.
You say his life depended on it, Mr. Wright?
And, DP, next time, don't roar. Respectfully. Indeed, it did. Simply because the injured woman was none other than the Viola Cadaverini.
Yep, Cadaverini.
Did you say Cadaverini?
Yes. Bruto Cadaverini, mob boss in charge of all underworld activities in the city, and doting grandfather to his precious Violetta, also known as Viola Cadaverini. Your life was in danger unless you paid compensation to the boss, correct? It makes sense. You were desperate to acquire the $1 million Bruto Cadaverini demanded of you. So desperate, in fact, that you decided to sacrifice Glenn Ellick's life to pay your debt. On the day of the murder, Mr. Tigre's sole intention was to get his hands on the CD. Glenn Ellick had no way of paying back the $100,000, and Mr. Tigre knew it. But then a miracle happened. The kind that Mr. Tigre would prefer to say never happened, but he can't, and then neither can I.
Mr.
A
Godot.
lottery win.
Exactly. At the 11th hour, Mr. Elg won $500,000 on the lottery, which left Mr. Tigre with no way of getting his hands on the all-important CD. At least, no legitimate way.
Just gonna salt bay some stuff in here.
But I'm allergic to sodium.
Why does that sound familiar?
Salt Bay.
Because
Yeah, you know.
We shall not name the mouse, but
That seems crazy.
I know. But Mr. Glenn Elg and then made his next move to frame Maggie Burr for the crime. Mr. Tigre posed as Glenn Elg, while Viola Cadaverini played the role of Miss Bird. Then they reenacted the whole thing in order to establish a witness. The witness being the one we all heard testify yesterday, Mr. Victor Kudo.
No more.
Like I said, Trite, that's crazy. No one could pull off a stunt like that. For starters, there's no way the chef could have kept in the dark about it.
But Mr. Armstrong was in on it from the very beginning. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Godot? Mr. Armstrong owed the witness money too. $500,000, in fact. He had no choice but to go along with Mr. Tigre's plan. Oh, fuck. Fuck my ears.
Oh.
What happened to your ears?
I just heard some... Ow.
Oh,
I'm sorry. That hurt.
Yeah.
Super.
Yeah, just be careful with anything that's...
Super.
He's put on a good show, Spiky.
Yeah.
If you just want to stay alive in the loan shark business, you gotta be careful. You saying I dressed up like that kid, created a witness, and framed someone. If I did something crazy like that, I'd leave a trail as bright as my shirt. I ain't dumb enough to do something sloppy like that.
I agree.
You do?
Despite your appearance, you are very careful. That's why you took one more precaution. One more trick to make sure make sure Miss Bird had no way out.
What? Another one, Mr. Bud?
Interesting. Why don't you fill us all in, Trite? What was this trick you say Mr. Tigre performed to frame the accused?
The magazine.
I would say probably wants to, for the funsies, want to use the fake thing,
Fake
the
badge.
fake badge.
Yeah.
Why not? Let's see what happens.
What on earth was that?
That was actually the correct
So
call.
to think anyone could be fooled by such a childish imitation.
Considering yourself insulted, Your Honor. Mr. Tigre, you didn't just pose as the victim on the day in question. A month ago, in this very court, you posed as me. I am actually...
What? That's...
Yeah, I know. That's the truth.
But... The witness looks nothing like you, Mr. Wright.
Oh, really?
Makeup.
Oh,
Yeah, I
really?
know.
Really?
Oh,
Really? Really?
What are you talking
You
about?
don't say. And right there.
Now that I think about it, it was you, wasn't it?
Yeah,
No,
finally.
no, it was you, standing in here, this very court, a mere month ago. The Phoenix Wright who put up the most disreputable, shabby defense I have ever seen. What the hell?
Can you prove that, Gramps? Prove the attorney who represented the accused here a month ago was this man? Are you prepared to take the stand and testify that it was him?
Well, sit down.
Hey! Forget about it, yeah?
No.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do something like that, not me. You You made a mistake, right? It was someone else, huh?
No. Have you no pride, sir?
Where is he underlined?
Chip.
This isn't a matter of pride. In case you didn't know, Troy, here in court we deal with people's lives.
Mr. Godot is right.
Your Honor?
Speaking for myself, I am absolutely convinced. The attorney in question was the witness standing before me now. However, I preside over this court as the judge, with a vested power to hand down a verdict. Someone in my position cannot be swayed by a memory without evidence to support it.
Are you serious? You are not serious.
Oh boy.
If the defense has no further evidence, the court will now excuse the witness. The circumstances are dubious for sure, but not conclusive.
But we've come so far.
Got so far.
You say he impersonated someone else. You say he impersonated you, but none of that adds up to a murder charge. You don't have a shred of evidence that the witness poisoned the victim's coffee.
Oh, he changed his tune real fast.
Sucks to be you, right? Don't mess with the tiger, you're gonna get mauled. He's got that.
What we managed to do here was chase him around a bit.
Chase him by the tail.
No.
So close to getting him to admit his own guilt.
Looks like I won't be needing a refill.
Damn it! I had just one more piece of evidence. One more piece of evidence, and maybe I could get Maggie off the hook.
Huh, what evidence would that be?
Gee.
This cross-examination over. You are free to go, Mr. Tigre.
Objection. Please.
Nope.
Damn it.
Nope. That was
that?
Gumshoe.
Your Honor, sir. Wait!
Save that day.
We all love him.
Detective Gumshoe?
Sorry it took so long, pal. I was caught up in traffic. I staked everything on this. My badge, the works. So here it is. My heart's counting on this, too.
What is it, Detective?
Isn't it obvious, pal? It's the final, decisive red piece of
What?
Oh, this is so anime. I love it. I love it.
So, Tigray just...
No, Tigre's still here. January 8th to 2:48 p.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 1.
I just shoved that oversized puma to the ground. Sorry it took so long, pal, but I finally got the results from the lab.
The results?
Fingerprints.
About the prints, pal. The prints! For the medicine bottle.
Oh,
you know.
So you know who the prince belongs to now?
Do I think I have some kind of hack detective? Of course I know.
Yes, you are a hack. So tell us the secret is hackers, right? I knew it. Yes.
Oh, you're cute. You're patch.
Don't call me that. No, not from you.
Clear as crystal, all over the bottle. They're Pharaoh Tiger's paw prints, all right?
That's great. We've got him now, Nick.
No.
Ah, crap. What's wrong with you? You hardly said a word since Detective Gumshoe got here.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
You laid everything on the line for this, Nick.
I know. Look, I'm sorry. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. This is kind of hard to say, but big booty here. We're talking massive booty. It really doesn't make any difference whose prints are on that bottle now.
What? Are you serious?
Why not?
Let me tell you why. Yeah, I'll tell you why in a moment. What we need to produce at this stage of the trial is irrefutable evidence that Tigray put poison in Glenelg's coffee. That's what we need.
And that's not the poison.
And he's already admitted that he met the victim. The fact that his prints are on this bottle are, well, meaningless.
Yeah,
They really
true.
don't make any difference now.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you can just use the momentum that I have on this case to present the bottle as something else. Trap him that way.
True.
I knew it.
I knew it. Great. No matter how hard I try, I'm never of any use.
That's not true, Gumshoe. Hey, don't be so hard on yourself.
Writes me off after this. I show up in like 2 more side games, and that's it. This is the end of the line for me.
Oh, but I like Gumshoe.
And I've been working on some useless piece of evidence the whole time. It's alright. I'm a real loser. It's not breaking news to me, pal.
I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you shoot me?
Maggie!
You've been working on something for me?
Yes. Sorry I let you down, though, Maggie. I know you didn't do it. And I'm a detective. We're supposed to be able to prove stuff like that. I'm really sorry. I'll get out of your hair now.
Detective Gumshoe, wait!
He's gone. Oh.
Isn't there something you can do now, Nick?
I wish there was.
Oh.
Gumshoe worked so hard to get that piece of evidence. If only there was some way I could use it. Actually, yes, I can think of several ways. Small bottle put into pocket. Victim's ear medicine covered in Furio Tigre's fingerprints.
Well, one of them happened to be just me just breaking the 4th wall.
January 8th, 3:04 p.m., District Court, courtroom number 4.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
I granted you a recess so you could prepare this decisive evidence you've discovered.
Yes.
Don't keep us all in suspense, Trey. Show us. Naturally, we can assume it's evidence that will actually stand up in court, can't we?
Think, Phoenix. Don't let Gumshoe's hard work go to waste.
Super.
How much more of my time are you gonna waste? I ain't been to no court before. We use lawyers should know how to blow things out of proportion.
No doubt, with the nature of the evidence, it will speak for itself. Nevertheless, you will talk us through it, Mr. Wright.
Well, I know I can't prove anything with this new evidence. I'm really backed into a corner here. But maybe if he thinks he's got me beat,
Bluff. Bluff, bluff,
he'll
bluff,
let his
bluff,
guard
bluff.
down a bit.
Yeah, so we have to bluff. Don't keep us waiting any longer, Mr. Wright. Present this final decisive piece of evidence to the court. Your medication.
No, not.
Yeah, we have to present it first.
This is the defense. This is the defense's final piece of evidence.
Isn't that the victims?
Your Honor. Naturally, the court is already aware of the contents of this bottle. However, interesting new information has come to light.
Now we bullshit and bluff.
We have clearly identified some fingerprints on it. Fingerprints belonging to you, Mr. Tiger.
Soups.
I said it, but I guess I didn't pick it up.
Yeah, I
did not.
That's
What?
Yep.
Mr. Wright, what conclusion are you hoping to draw from this new information?
Everyone here knows what this bottle contains. Except for one man. One person in this courtroom should theoretically be in the dark.
My prints are on that pansy-looking bottle. Is that what you're saying? Well, what the hell's in it anyway?
Now is where we bullshit, Vass.
A phony trial, a phony lawyer, and phony clues.
Only serves him right.
Everything about this case has been phony from the start. Seems like the perfect excuse for some phony evidence.
No,
Mr.
not that
Tigray.
kind of phony evidence.
This is the decisive piece of evidence that will prove your guilt. Why? Because it contains...
Potassium cyanide. Fuck you, Tigre.
Yeah, fuck you too.
What
Fuck you,
bullshit you
Tigre. This bottle contains potassium cyanide.
We'll double dipshit you. Potassium cyanide?
Yes.
The poison used to murder Mr. L, Your Honor. The victim's killer used this very bottle. And on this bottle, Mr. Tigre found your fingerprints. Well, how do you explain that?
You'd make a good clown, you know that.
I'm sorry, what?
Yous ain't ever gonna get this to stick. Yous just making me laugh now. You think a cheap bluff like that's gonna fool the tiger?
A bluff?
I can see straight through you, Mr. Right. That ain't the bottle with the cyanide in it.
No, this is the bottle we found traces of the poison in.
Don't mess with the tiger or you're gonna get ripped to shreds.
Oh!
The cyanide
And
bottle was
there
brown and
it
it was made of
is.
glass. That cheap piece of trash don't look nothing like it.
So we.
As I said earlier, just use my momentum and to present this as a way to bluff out.
What the fuck did he just say?
Got him.
Sloppy.
At last.
At last.
Why's everyone gone quiet? I said that bottle.
I said the bottle. The bottle.
Is this the bottle you're referring to?
Yeah, that's it. That's the bottle the cyanide was in.
Ah!
But you ain't gonna find my prints on that bottle. Don't let that cozy-looking suit fool you, people. That lawyer's just playing games.
And you just expose yourself.
Tell him, Mr. Prosecutor. Tell that guy where to go.
Low IQ, this tiger.
Godot.
You still haven't figured it out. Don't you realize what you've just said?
What I said? What'd I just say?
You were to this court for the first time earlier today. If you really had nothing to do with the murder, you should have known all the little details. For instance, you shouldn't have known what kind of bottle the potassium cyanide was in. But just now, you slipped up in front of every single person in this courtroom. You described the exact bottle used by the killer to hold the poison.
You don't know who's you messing with. I'm the tiger. I control millions of dollars on the black market. You think I'm gonna let some jumped up suit get the better of me?
Yes. Sure.
100%.
The last piece of evidence was phony.
So are you.
That's just what you deserve. The phony trial with a phony lawyer. It was all played out by you, the biggest phony of all. Ed. Yep, the moment of truth.
My God.
Okay, stop.
Yeah, okay.
Don't go overboard.
No.
Oh. Oh,
He's
shit.
dead. And the lights went out.
And Godot threw his coffee.
Honestly, this wasn't satisfying at all.
What's going on?
It was funny,
It looks
but
like a blackout, sir.
Oh, shit.
dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Oh, wow.
I saved my 17th cup of coffee just for you.
Oh, we got another coffee in the face.
I told you.
Savor it
Oh.
while you watch the police restrain your prey.
He's tranquilized. Yeah, someone just shot him with a tranquilizer dart.
Honestly, I still find this breakdown completely unsatisfying.
Stupid.
Yeah, that is the worst breakdown that I ever seen.
Yeah, it's not Mad and Guard. Mad and Guard had the best one. Mr. Wright, you caught a tiger by his toe. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. But if this one hollers, he won't let me go. He won't be let go. No,
The judge. Eeny Meeny was the previous game.
Oh, she was.
He's being arrested on suspicion of the murder of Glen Elk, Your Honor.
Fortunately for us, we managed to rectify a very grave error. Miss Bird was found guilty in the absence of a genuine defense attorney.
Yes.
She's probably going to
She
sue us
was.
for defamation.
No,
In
worse.
the
She was.
absence of genuine evidence. But the tiger made one mistake.
Indeed. He very nearly got away with everything if it wasn't for that one slip of the tongue, that meddling lawyer. Theo Tigre is truly a frightening criminal.
No, he's not.
It's really frightened one. Is that defense attorney over there?
Godot?
Well, I am now in a position to deliver my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty.
Gumshoe throws the confetti. Yep, Gumshoe throwing the confetti.
I mean...
That is all. The court is adjourned.
I mean, realistically, if I were her, I'd be suing the state for a wrongful conviction.
Defamation of character.
100%.
Wrongful conviction, defamation of character. January 8th, 4.
That's right. I'm at a loss for words. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, Maggie.
I was so mad Mr. Wright landed me in all that trouble a month ago, but now I feel like I can forgive him.
It wasn't me, Maggie. That was the tiger.
Look, Nick, in the doorway.
Hello.
Detective Gumshoe.
Where's all the confetti?
Oh, I was busy cleaning it all up. So, bye-bye.
Wait.
Detective Gumshoe.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations on your not guilty, Maggie.
Thanks.
Now kiss.
Bruh.
Our portraits won't allow us. I knew you were innocent all along.
You want to become a police
Why
officer
didn't you
again?
say that in your testimony, then?
Huh? Oh, well... I was kind of forced to have to relay what was already established. Well, I guess I'll be going now.
Detective, he just ran off.
Oh, God.
Maggie, why are you being so hard on him? He busted his butt for you. It's thanks to him that we got the medication bottle.
That wasn't even of any use.
But...
It's only because Mr. Wright used it so cleverly. Detective Gumshoe was just running around in circles.
He was.
Poor guy. Dude.
Yeah,
but she still isn't ready to
Just
forgive
so
him.
dirty.
That was Phoenix.
Looks like she still isn't ready to forgive
Well,
him.
Capcom published an
Can you
okay.
put in a good word for him, Nick? I mean, seriously.
Yeah, Maya's right. I should help Gumshoe out. It's clear he needs it.
Wieners.
Maggie, you know, Detective Gumshoe's been really worried about you through all of this.
I wanted to believe that, sir. But on that first day of that trial, he practically granted the judge a free pass to lock me up.
He didn't have any choice, Maggie. He's a detective. He has to report the facts.
Including a
Doubted
fake
me.
lawyer.
That's why. He thought I might have done it.
I've got to prove to her that Gumshoe really cares about her. I know. I'll give her a little present to celebrate her freedom.
Little Smokies.
No, it's the scene from the last week's clip.
Here you are. A present to celebrate your freedom.
That's
a present from Detective Gumshoe, made with a ton of love.
Yeah, stale lunch.
He said you lost weight and he was worried about you.
Detective Gumshoe? I
mean, you might have to warm it up.
I really like weenies, you know?
Did you guys just hear that? I'm pretty sure I hear myself, you know.
Yeah, the trial dragged on a bit today.
Get your burgers, Maya.
I need burgers right now.
It's okay if I eat this now?
Not in front of me or not.
Get her a microwave, please.
No, we don't have a microwave in the courtroom. Not ever since Ace Richardson with 2 towers.
It's really good.
So sweet.
I know it is.
This is so sweet.
All the wholesome.
Rest on her cheek.
So the case of the phony versus genuine comes to an end.
Oh, God.
The false allegations surrounding Maggie have all been cleared up.
Your brain hurts.
And who knows? Maybe a whole new chapter of her life is about to start.
Yeah,
but you won't find out until Ace Investigations 1.
Which came out in
2009.
Okay.
Recipe for turnabout the end. All right, Vass.
All right.
That was a recipe for disaster, I tell you that much.
So do you want to do the turnabout beginnings?
Actually, I have an appointment tomorrow morning.
Okay.
I'm tired. I'm really getting
in this case, it's just so bad. But I will say this. This will be the next one. Will be a nice one because we'll get to see young Edgeworth when he still was idolizing Von Karma.
Oh yeah.
And it's also And it's also, interestingly, the only very short case.
Yes, it's a fun case.
Yeah, but
as well as since it might give us a chance to give out roles as well.
Because there's I will say this: there's one new character that definitely will need to get.
Yeah. That's defendant.
I think Suba should take that role. Actually,
The judge and the defendant.
No, Vass, I'm the judge.
But you know that.
No, Vass, I'm doing the judge, and I'm doing the
there's a different judge in case 4 and 5.
Oh, really?
Is there?
The Canadian judge. Remember back into case 2?
God, oh yeah. Oh, sorry about that,
If anything, anyone else can do it. Like, really, I don't mind like giving up the Canadian one because I just kind of did that one on a whim. So you can really give that role to anyone since I just.
I can do the Canadian judge. I can do a Canadian judge.
Actually, well, I wanted
sorry
to give...
about that,
Okay.
Yeah, he's not French. He's not French Canadian, so it's more like, well, sorry about that. Oh, very sorry. I don't know. That's what it's all about.
Okay.
You were gonna say that?
Gumshoe's French name in French is detective. Interesting.
Detective.
Oh, detective. Oh my god.
Okay. Okay. So next week, or do you want to like?
Next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll stop it right there.
Yeah. I will say this before you guys leave. After we done raid, we will talk about like who's going to be playing who, just so that we got everything in play. All right.
It's
all right.
I'll probably set up the cast for that in case 5.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, we can talk about it fast after stream. All right.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Who are we raiding?